It's Sunday morning. I've had a bit of fun winding people up on Twitter this morning while I've been having my breakfast. Dad's just changed the drying floor now, using quite a bit of chip at the moment because we're drying, obviously, all that maize. Anyway, I'm going to go and try and see if we can finish it today. It is supposed to rain around midday, but it has only now a 45% chance of the rain coming at midday. So hopefully if it comes later on, we'll get it all done. But we have got to move fields, I think, 3 times. I'm going to grab this. It's been on here since we changed the wheels on the Bateman. Kind of lost it. So that way, then we can got a mount in the cab. I'll go and tip this trailer because I didn't tip it last night because I didn't want to hit the roof on my own. Not really showing up on the camera, but you can see a little bit of steam coming off this, and obviously the roof's damp as it's blowing the hot air through it and drying it out. Yeah, it's very, very low, this shed, when you've got a big trailer like that. So we'll tip this out, and then what won't flow out, we'll put in that bay there, then bucket it round. One thing I've noticed with 939, things can't just drop overnight. To be honest, I mean, you can catch the drawbar, so really needs a ceiling it. You can't go very high at all, really. Out a little bit. Get out what we can by shooting. Let's put it around it. All tipped out now. We've probably got one more load we can fit on the drying floor, but there's probably going to be another 2 to do. So we'll keep going until it rains. No point in worrying about it because we might not be able to combine it all anyway. It might be raining by dinner. It's now 9 o'clock. Probably about an hour to the field, and then just do what we can. Back at it now. This field's got some hellish wet bits down that corner, and we're actually not bringing the trailers in the field, we're just unloading over the hedge, which is quite handy with having the long auger. Middle of the field, perfect, just cruising along nicely, but headlands and any of the hollows, there's actually water laying them. But we'll keep going until it rains anyway. It is amazing though, isn't it, how it just gobbles it all up. In fact, I'll do it in slow motion. Getting a bit of weight out the tank now, make me a little lighter again for the next wet pass. Anyway, how are you today? 100%. I'll be 95, 100% if I get all this finished before the rain. Looks a nice sample anyway. This looks a bit wet here, so I'll steer around that and put me forward, speed up a bit. Don't want to be stuck at the bottom of this hill. Try and nibble this bit along the hedgerow now. I did half a width before, so I've chopped it, so I'm basically now hopefully be able to keep the tracks on this mat while I nibble the edge because it's so wet. just got along that hedgerow now, just this hollow and this funny corner that it's a big house, isn't it? It's a little bit up and down dale in this bit here, so we get what we can without getting stuck. Oh well, 5 down, 2 to go. Find the header trailer now, drop the header off and we'll go and move again. That there with this field was the worst bit. See there where we were sort of dragging along the back axle. That's a back out. Hey up, got a proper escort vehicle on the go here. Off we go anyway to the next block. Got a complaint to make. No heated seat in a combine. Just come down the road, jumped out and got back in and freezing. This field looked huge when I pulled in it, but I've been up and down here and I feel like I've done a huge chunk of it already. I've just emptied, so I'm going to go straight through the middle, through that hollow and up the other side while I'm light, and then come back down there where I'm mostly heading downhill, hopefully, when I've got weight on. Well, we got up the hill, ain't the tune. Might not show up on the camera, but it's still a bit green there in the shade of the trees. It mustn't have got bleached by the sun, perhaps. See there, this area here. Not as bright, perhaps. Like bosses, these tractors, aren't they? Just emptying again. There's not a lot left. I've managed to get some of the wet bits there. Just got to get the little chunk out in the middle. So just get rid of some weight out the tank and go again. Just got the last bit now. I've managed to get all out of that hollow. And another field ticked off. The last one though apparently is the wettest, so we've left it till last. So it should be fun. But Dale's brought his drone to film us getting stuck. There we go. Go on to the last field now. Yeah, so Dale, he's just been sat on with me. He's got a drone, so hopefully we'll get some drone footage of the next field. He also does fencing as well up at Knutsford. There we go. It's now currently 1:05, so it's month to month's time. But that also means that the rain's still held off already, and the next field's smaller than that one. I think we're only in this one for an hour and a half, so there's a good chance we're going to get finished. I have to drive into the maze because the other gateway's too wet to put the header on, so we're just pulling off the main road into this field. Scoop the header on and then off we go. This is the last one. It's quite big though. Rich, stand next to that for scale. So Rich is 7'2". You see how tall it is, can't you? It's up to the steps, top of the steps. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a deer running through it. Get it? Just so you can see the height of it. Unbelievable. See? Mega. This is probably the tallest one, actually. It's just going to back now onto the road, and then I can then shut the gates, drop the header, set off. The gate's in my way there, see? It's just on the divider. Yeah, I think I'll go around that wet hole. There's nothing in it to harvest anyway. This is probably the tallest I've caught. It must be at least 9 feet. And it's just perfect. Just gobbling it up, no problem at all. Someone said it's a good advert for the header and for Class. It is. But Class also make the other headers as well. And there would be people that buy a combine with 2 headers, whereas now you only need 1. So it's probably not the best advert for Class. sales point of view. Last triangle, we've got a little bit of a sinking feeling down here now. Oh, the last bit. It's still going backwards and forwards, so before it sinks completely and bottoms out, which it's getting close to, we'll pull it out backwards. Oh well, that come out really easy. If I'd have known that it was getting wetter further forwards, I'd have just kept trying to go backwards, but I thought it was going to get drier further forwards, so that's why I kept going. But yeah, it's pretty boggy. I think in 85 acres we can leave 0.01 of an acre for the pheasants. Better go fast now and clear the tracks. See how much the header trailer's sunk. So that's like a good foot deep. This is where we sunk taking the header off. Anyway, all done now, just a massive cleaning job. See just some of the ruts here. Shunting to take the header off. Again, camera doesn't show it, but 3 foot deep. Light out. Back in the yard, and can you see it just started raining? So that was good timing. While I've been enjoying myself combining today and getting it all done, and Simon's happy about that, everyone's been arguing on Twitter, because this morning when I was having my breakfast, they were all talking about climate change, and I was just throwing a few grenades in. Then I've just sat in the combine all day while everyone's been arguing amongst themselves. Yeah, climate change, can we stop it? Probably not. Anyway, let's get on with the birthdays. Jim in New Zealand, Margaret Aiken is big 5-0, Daffy Jones is 11, Toby Osman, Tabby Osman's on there, Darren, Darren, I don't know, not sure how it's spelled. Kinsella's 33, Tristan Mossdale is 60, and Henry and Florence Sowry, happy birthday to you two. That is all for the birthdays today. We're now at £52,682. Yeah, so if anyone's bored this evening, go onto Twitter and have a look at everyone arguing amongst themselves, properly getting the knickers in a twist. But yeah, there we go. No one, that was my breakfast entertainment anyway. Right, a bit like the farming forum really. Twitter's got a really angry place nowadays. So yeah, thanks for watching today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Actually, quickly, one last thing. The Real Country File is out today. There's a link below. Go and check it out. I'll see you tomorrow.